Meghan Markle has been actively targeted by a £2.8 million hate-for-profit enterprise viewed by millions online, according to new data. Research compiled by data analytics service Bot Sentinel found the Duchess was a victim of 3 anti-Meghan YouTube channels. The report found together the channels had accumulated a total of 497 million views and an estimated £2.8 million in revenue. Bot Sentinel said, "It's our opinion that several of the most well-known and active hate accounts were actively targeting journalists and royal commentators to boost their visibility and amplify their hate campaign. In some cases, they were successful." In 2019, Meghan claimed she learned she had been one of the most trolled people in the world. When Meghan Markle learned, in 2019, that she was one of the most trolled people in the entire world, male or female, she didn't reveal the stat on a podcast the following year so she could scrounge up pity. It seems she was trying, desperately, to communicate just how dear her situation had become. In hindsight, after the revelations of her and Prince Harry's interview with Oprah Winfrey and the ensuing media frenzy, these comments seem downright prescient. The Duchess of Sussex, who has said she avoids social media for my own self-preservation, has been the subject of a coordinated hate and misinformation campaign on Twitter, according to a new report. Both she and Prince Harry, who are advocates for healthier social media, have been targeted on the platform, with Meghan receiving about 80% of the abuse, according to the Twitter analytics provider Bot Sentinel. It analyzed 114,000 tweets relating to the couple, and identified 83 accounts that it alleged were behind 70% of the more virulent anti-Sussex tweets. Our analysis allowed us to isolate 55 single-purpose accounts we identified as the primary hate accounts and 28 secondary hate accounts that mainly amplified the primary accounts, the report said. With the accounts having a total of 187,631 followers, using analytic tools Bot Sentinel estimated a combined unique potential reach of 17 million users. Some tweets used coded racist language. The pattern of how the accounts interacted with one another was not organic, the report said, suggesting a coordinated effort to amplify harassment of the couple. Most appeared to be generated by humans, Christopher Boozy, Bot Sentinel's chief executive, said. He told The Washington Post, "We looked for automated accounts and found very little evidence of bot activity." 4 of the 55 primary accounts highlighted in the report have been suspended by Twitter, The Washington Post said. Twitter reportedly found no evidence of widespread coordination, the use of multiple accounts by single people, or other platform manipulation tactics, The Washington Post reported. Boozy said there was a noticeable drop in activity targeting the couple shortly after the report was published. Bot Sentinel is a crowd-funded website and browser plugin created in 2018 to analyze Twitter accounts and identify activity that violates the platform's terms of service. Boozy told BuzzFeed News that the anti-Meghan Twitter campaign was unlike anything he or his team had seen before. "There's no motive," he said, comparing the anti-Meghan campaign with other disinformation and harassment campaigns on Twitter such as the #StopTheSteal movement to overturn the results of the 2020 U.S. presidential election, or the campaign to remove the actor Amber Heard from the Aquaman sequel as a result of abuse allegations made against her by her former husband, Johnny Depp. Are these people who hate her? Is it racism? Are they trying to hurt Harry and Meghan's credibility? Your guess is as good as ours. This campaign comes from people who know how to manipulate the algorithms, manipulate Twitter, stay under the wire to avoid detection and suspension. This level of complexity comes from people who know how to do this stuff, who are paid to do this stuff. Harry and Meghan cited social media toxicity as a factor in their decision to step back from their roles as working royals. In 2019, Buckingham Palace, Clarence House and Kensington Palace issued new social media guidelines to deter trolls, in particular hate-filled personal abuse directed at Meghan and at the Duchess of Cambridge. That malaise continues into the present day, as the final report in a series of 3 by data analytics service Bot Sentinel, published on January 18, claims that Meghan was, and is, the victim of a targeted hate-for-profit enterprise. The report reveals a category of anti-Meghan YouTube channels have not only amassed more than 497 million combined views, but earned an estimated $3.48 million total in the process. The 3 top creators within this cohort, each of them women, have reportedly earned an estimated $494,730 from their videos and funneled their campaigns onto Twitter, where they've spread the misinformation to journalists and royal experts. This analysis comes after 2 previous reports from Bot Sentinel, both of which explored the extent to which Meghan hate accounts have impacted news coverage. The analytics service found that the majority of anti-Meghan posts on Twitter came from fewer than 90 accounts, with a combined estimated reach of 17 million users. According to Bot Sentinel, 9 out of 10 prominent Twitter accounts that primarily cover the royal family had interacted with at least one of these hate accounts. Although we limited our investigation to 10 journalists and royal commentators, our research demonstrated 2 royal experts amplified hate accounts, and at least in one instance, a hate account influenced a journalist's reporting, Bot Sentinel stated within the report. It's our opinion that several of the most well-known and active hate accounts were actively targeting journalists and royal commentators to boost their visibility and amplify their hate campaign, and in some cases, they were successful. Perhaps what is most alarming about these findings is how these coordinated attacks were reportedly rewarded, financially, by YouTube. Bot Sentinel found that the majority of hate campaigns were led or participated in by predominantly white women between the ages of 38 to 65, who were chiefly motivated by racism and YouTube ad revenue.